saving them.
Some fellow was coming into this place when they were here as security guards, and he said he was from this fellow Telesco, and they didn't know anything about it. They thought he was a trespasser. Called the police, yeah, because he wouldn't go away. He would have at least had a legal document with him to identify the situation. It's a crazy situation in confrontation. Nobody had any documentation one side or the other. Who is who and what's what?
The incredible thing is trying to meet with one of these personalities. You know, Franzak, Tuckman, Telesco, any of them. Like trying to arrange a meeting and then the chance of them showing up are absolutely minimal.
Yeah. Yeah, especially I found that out with, we met with Tuckman already. So let's go. I don't mind that on my side I suggest a time and they agree or whoever and then doesn't show up. But when they set the date and the time and then don't show up, I don't go for that at all. As they say, you stood up. I waited and waited and waited at that office, and he never showed up. At first there was no one there, and then finally the office person, whatever he is, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, the goon.
Yeah. Definitely says what he's told to say, and that's all.
You wouldn't have thought 4 months ago this place could get any worse.
Yeah.
In 4 months, it's gotten
I'm feeling sorry for Koenig's, all their efforts for, I don't know, a year and a half or however long it was, to keep this place from deteriorating any further. Hopefully that somebody could come along that could do something with it that would save it. And all their work has gone for naught. Thousands of hours, probably. Putting locks on doors, making everything secure as they could with very little money.
Putting locks on doors and having a Tuckman and Telesco cut them off.
Well, Tuckman didn't. Yeah, it was all Telesco.
Yeah, just think, I spent 2.5 years in here as a second home.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I feel sorry for you guys that put in thousands of hours in this place.
The
trying to
cleanup
keep it.
that Steve and Rick and the other guys did in here, I helped when I could, you know. I couldn't do that much, but with the records, I used to haul loads of stuff out of here. You know, they'd load me up.
When I first met him, he was sweeping the floor of the concourse, Steve. And
Steve
Rachel.
was, huh? Oh, yeah? Rachel was here?
It was
Yeah,
cleaner than our
since,
kitchen floor.
Yeah.
Well, he's given up, actually, I guess, now on this because of the deals that he got out of Telesco and the Tuckman's both. It's,
Who gave up now? Who are you talking about?
Steve.
Oh, Steve gave up.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
that's been my attitude. It's just...
he's worked full-time now, so...
It's just
How-
too late to do much of anything.
How can you fight something like this? This place was clean except for a layer of dust, which you have to scrub off.
As we were saying on Sunday, late afternoon into evening down there in Hamburg, it's this business of the government when they do finally get a hand on it, and they did have this place in lieu of taxes. And then they turn around and hold an auction, and whoever's got money in their hand, no record, no nothing, you don't know what the guy's going to do yet. It's a National Register landmark, and they let just anybody take the building for any purpose. No check on, is this guy any kind of a preservationist? What is his past? You know, there is no other organization in the world.
Right up there used to be the USO offices.
But what you would
That's
check
gone.
the buyer for his record at least, and whether he's got any intentions,
Convictions.
and convictions too, but any intentions whatsoever in the direction of some sort of preservation. Now, Tuckman's did. There's no question they did have intentions,
Yeah,
and
but-
they declared themselves. But a city that will do things like that, this is the result. Government. Now, I don't think the state government would do that.
No, it's a local situation. There's no
The
question.
state government, of course, has its own Department of Preservation under the parks.
Unfortunately,
Historic
I think
preservation.
it's so corrupt.
They would at least check a buyer out, I would think. But that's really the root of the problem here that caused this. Just to make a dime for the minute, never mind the future, never mind the fact that this was here before he was ever around. And unless he spends $500,000 to tear it down, it's going to be around after he's gone. And he's the guy that, for a little while, has messed it up for generations to come. That's about what it comes down to.
You know, when you get back to the bidding deal, what
Yeah.
would it cost the persons who are in charge of the bids to go to TRW or these credit agencies and check up on these places? You know, it's a phone call away.
Yeah, but TRW would be only retail. That wouldn't help very much.
Well, there's other credit agencies.
You would need more than that.
Better Business Bureau for one.
Well, that's a start, yes.
The
That's a
first
start.
place is actions and proceedings down at the courthouse.
Yes,
When I wanted to
there's a
find
good
out
point.
about him, I went there, and he's
Did
on
you?
the record books in quite a few spots. A lot of pending cases,
good-
millions of dollars of lawsuits against him.
Yeah,
in the
we've
last
had
5
this
years.
said for
Yeah.
some little time now. He's got varying lawsuits, and
It's on the
I
books.
just
and-
wonder what's holding up. Why don't these lawsuits come along here and pin this guy down?
Lawyers probably are stalling everything.
Well, there might be a stalling tactic on his own lawyer's part.
Yeah.
That could be.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, you pull out the dockets for these
Mm-hmm.
court cases, and the one on this building with the Tuckmans is about 300 pages long.
Wow.
And, I mean, it's not easy reading either.
No,
You know,
I'm
it's-
sure it isn't. It's going to be in legalese.
Yeah. In fact, it's bound like a book
Yeah.
down the side, yeah. It's got photographs and that sort of thing.
Boy, they busted almost.
Well,
every-
that's
all the windows.
heartening in that the case should surely come to court. Why invest all, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
300 pages of briefing.
Right, well,
Legal briefs at anywhere from 30 to as high as $200 an hour of a lawyer's time to put all that stuff together. So that says they've got an investment in it.
well, they absolutely do, because the escrow agent and the real estate agent also have a hand in this, because they've never even gotten paid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Salespeople.
everyone involved has been jaded.
Isn't that awful? Yeah. That is real ridiculous. Well,
I don't know, but I think we.
what happened to our other
I think we
people that were with us?
Already.
Check the basement.
Are there others?
I think, yeah, they're probably, maybe, you never know. Trouble is, I didn't bring a light, so I don't go down in the basement without a light.
Yeah, it's kind of dark down there.